Alright, so I'm going to intonate this space here. I've got my tuner, got my teeny weeny little Allen wrench for the saddle. Let's get in there, and I have got this cool tool here. It's got screwdrivers and Allen wrenches and stuff on there. I got a whole bag of Allen wrenches as well. But so let's try to go through this quick. So the action on my G string is ridiculously high. Now I've already checked the neck relief to make sure it's good, and I kind of looked down the side of it to make sure it was good. I also used a straight edge. Just put that on the fretboard there and just kind of looked at it to see how much space was in between. So just kind of lay this across there and see how much. Look at around like the 12th fret, and I can see that there's not really any space between the ruler and the fret. So that tells me that the neck is pretty dang straight, if not perfectly straight. So that's good, considering this thing is from 1987. So what I'm going to do first is just take my Allen wrench here and go ahead and start lowering the string height. This bridge is a little bit more complex. You can see it has the two string height screw bolts there, and then it also has another Allen wrench here. This holds it kind of locks the bridge, locks the saddle in place. So I have to unloosen that. Now for adjusting the intonation, there's going to be this screw right there. Alright, so really I'm just getting the string height good right now before I mess with the intonation or anything. So I'm just lowering it. I can see it dropping down now. I'm going to lower the string height until I'm getting fret buzz. So anytime you make a change with this, because it's old and sometimes rusty, kind of corroded, if you make a change and you expect to see it move in a certain direction and it doesn't, kind of got to push it along to help it to get some of that grime and stuff will actually hold it in place, and you got to kind of push it. So let's see. Okay, well, it definitely made a big difference. We got to tune it back up. Every time you make a change, you have to tune it back up to check it. And I'm just going by ear here. I'm not using the tuner because I don't need it to get it perfect. I'm not doing intonation right now, just the string height. Alright, so I'm checking for fret buzz. Got a little bit there on the 7th fret and 5th. So really right here, this is kind of another balancing thing. This is where you figure out if the neck needs relief in it or if you need to tighten the truss rod. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to do any of that, but it looks like I might, because just look up here, and this is just comes through experience. I wouldn't want to go any higher than where the action is right here, and I'm getting buzz down here. So what that tells me is that, see, if I raise the string height up to get rid of this fret buzz down here, then my action is going to be even higher here. So that tells me that there's another adjustment somewhere else that needs to be made, which is the neck. So in this case, I would need to remove the truss rod cover. There's 3 screws on there. I haven't removed that yet. And try different adjustments with the neck. Since the action is lower here than it is here, That tells me it does have a little bit of a bow in it. It's not as straight as I thought. Um, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mess with it until I get it, until I figure out if I have to add relief in it or take relief away, and then I will come back to be continued.